Okay, yesterday we discussed regarding what is local variables and global variables, and what we actually discussed from starting onwards means in the first class we discussed regarding how to what are the different topics we are going to cover, and what is the use of Java and why it was got popular in the market, even though we have the other languages and newly created languages also, but it is giving a competition to that and it is getting sustained. Okay, here you can see, right, as a step one we have installed these two softwares. Okay, and we need to after installation we need to set the path also. Okay, today I will try to create one video and I will try to upload, and if you are not installed or if you're facing any challenges, then you can go through this video and you can install the softwares. And we have an IDE, and you are aware about the IDE, how we are going to use it and what is, and I will try to upload one more video on this Eclipse also. You can go through that also. And coming to this JDK, okay, the everything we are going to get in the form of an JDK, okay, Java software. Okay, that software consisting of mainly JRE, few libraries. Okay, inside there we have JVM, and we have tools also. What is the use of tools means we are going to have like Java C, Java P, Java. These are the commands which are going to use to execute or compile our code or execute the code or creation of documentation. Okay, those tools will be using that are placed on the bin section. Okay, the JRE means Java runtime environment. That means while running your code, few of the libraries are going to be used. Okay, when you are implementing the code, few of the libraries are going to be used. Okay, that will be present inside the JDK. The libraries which are going to be used at runtime, that will be placed on JRE. Okay, there is a JVM. What is JVM is Java Virtual Machine. This is going to be invokes our code. Okay, what is the code means the program which we are writing. Okay, that means it directly call this main method when you run your Java program. Okay, the JVM has configured that it should call this particular signature of method. Okay, this was a signature. If you are missing anything, the JVM is looking for this only signature and it will call this particular method. If you are missing something, then it will not find the method and then the code is not going to be executed. Okay, and okay, this was class name. Okay, this was the keywords, okay, which are highlighted in the blue color, right? These are called as the keywords. Okay, in Java programming language we have around 55 or 56 keywords. Okay, goes while we are going to the coding everything, and we can come to the few of the keywords. Okay, this was a class is a keyword which is going to be used to represent the class, declaration of the class like this. Okay, and these are the keywords, okay, which we'll discuss later on. Okay, this was a main method and this was the arguments. Okay, I will explain you the signature of this one. Okay, inside the main method, what are the code we are going to write, that will be executed in line by line. Okay, that means we have only one line of code, so that it is try to print this only single statement. Okay, here you can see. Okay, how many ways we can compile our code and execute my code means we have multiple ways. Instead of using IDEs, we can go and use the notepad editor, okay, text editor, and we can save and we can use the command prompt to execute our code and compile it. Okay, the other approach is something like we can go with the IDEs. Okay, IDEs means we have like multiple IDEs: Eclipse, IntelliJ, NetBeans. Okay, these are the different popular IDEs. Okay, Eclipse is an open source. IntelliJ is, and we have like two type of editions: commercial and community version. But NetBeans is something like which is going to be used some of the companies. Okay, it is given by the Sun Microsystem. Okay, online editors means when you are going with any practices or you want to test anything, you can go with online editors as well. Online editor means online compilers. You can search like this. Online compilers. Like this, we can search it. And what is the difference between using the IDE and instead of going with the notepad? And previously we are going to use the notepad, we are coming with IDE. Why? What is the importance? Sorry, what are the features between features in IDE means? We can write. It has something like intelligence. Okay, it is going to be uh, help us while writing the code. Okay, if you do any mistakes also it will tell you. Okay, and if you want to that means in Java means we have multiple classes and multiple features and methods. We need to remember each and everything, but if you know the idea of something, then you can easily find out with the help of this intelligence. And if you type something means it will give all the matching classes or matching methods, everything. Therefore you can pick it very easily. Okay, that is a feature we can get it. And we have multiple plugins are added in that, and so that it will get benefited. Okay, and coming to this yesterday class. Okay, we have discussed regarding the variables, classes, data types and methods. Okay, only we covered only these two. Okay, what are the variables means? To hold any value, to hold any value at runtime. Okay, we are going to use the variables to hold that runtime value. Okay, what is meant by runtime value? Suppose I want to process some data, okay, from UI to database. Then at runtime means while running the program, I want to hold that UI information. I want to hold the UI information in the variables, and then I need to carry the value and it need to be processed to database. Okay, the variables is used to hold the values or data. Okay, then we in real world time we have like multiple different type of data. Okay, different type of data means it may be an integer, it may be a string group of characters names, or we may have mobile number, or we have address or something like this. We have like different type of data as floating value. Okay, these are the values. Okay, for this they have provided different data type to hold the value. Okay, and okay, this was the structure of a class. Okay, if you go to any structure means first of all we are going to see the package. Okay, this is called as a class where you are going to write. This is a folder. Com is a folder. Inside the com we have example folder. Inside that we can see this hello example file. Okay, this is something like import statements. Okay, where the reusable code is going to be there inside the other classes that we are going to adding here. so that after adding here only we can able to access these classes inside this class. Okay, and these are the data types. Okay, you can see if you want to hold this large of data, then you can to go for long. If I want to hold the group of characters, I need to go for string. Okay, for single character I can go for this one, float, floating value, integer, short. Okay, true or false. Okay, these are the different type of data. How we can use of these data types. Okay, and yesterday we have taken one example that uh, if you go to a student. Okay, student is something like we call it as an one object, or else you can take it as a car is also an object. In Java each and everything is represented in the form of an objects only. Okay, classes and objects. Okay, object is something like a real world, that means while running the program the objects are going to be created and used. Okay, the classes are we called as a structure. Okay, template. Okay, use it to create an objects. Okay, that means if you are going to if you want to going to make some online business. Okay, that means a card business or something like this, then what you actually require there. Okay, we are mostly see the product. Okay, this was a one object in the online business. Other one is invoice, and other one is called delivery copy or something like this, delivery info. Okay, and what we see then, payment info. Okay, these are the different type of objects we can see. Then we can see inside online business or something like this, online. A card business or something. Okay, in the same way e-card means something like online business. Okay, these are the products, basic objects we can see there. That means the product is something like which is called link any type of product, what the product is going to have. In the same way we have the student, right? The product what we are going to see like product id, product name, product description. Okay, product cost. Okay, and count, you can see quantity, count also. Okay, what is the count of the product, number of products. Okay, this is something like one product information. These are the information I'm gathering regarding the product. If you go into the invoice means uh, invoice number. Okay, the other thing like date, billing date. Hmm. The other one is something like, and what we can see, invoice means what are the products. Okay, for this list of products he is going to generate the invoice. Okay, the billing details. If you go with the delivery means object, what are the things we can see it here, delivery address. Okay, and we can see the date, and we can see the product information as well. Info. And if you go into the payment means type of payment. Okay, the user is used whether a card or online phone pay or any other third party gateways or something like this. Okay, type, payment type, and amount. and a date, and okay, that's it. We can see it out. You got it right. And these are different type of objects. In the same way, if you go with the car, means car has a multiple. These are something like class, and these are the variables inside the contents. Okay, this entire thing we call as a class. In the same way, this is also one class and the variables, class and the variables. Okay, now what happened, right? At real time, I'm not going to write like this. I need to write structure in my class like this. Should be with the class and should be the variables. Okay, going forward, we add something to this class. These type of classes we called as an POJO classes or entity classes or business objects or value objects. Okay, like this. These are the different names can be given to this class. Okay, a student class only, but the structure what we are going to use, right? This is going to be used maybe POJO classes or entity class or business objects or value objects. Okay, any question on this? Okay, now it is clear, right? Background noise, there is no noise. Okay. Okay, actually what we have discussed yesterday is in local and global variables. Okay, what is local variable, what is global variable? The local variable is something like which is going to be local to this method. Okay, we are not able to access this variable outside the method. Okay, and this we called as a global variable. This can be accessed inside the method. Okay, suppose if you want to use a common variables, then I can make it as a global variable so that that can be accessed to the different type of methods. Okay, you can see here we are going to global variables. By default, the global variables have some value assigned by the JVM. Okay, for the local variables there is no value will be assigned to by the JVM. We need to assign some value to local variables. Okay, this was the thing. And what is the default values has been added to the global variables, means this was a chart we have added. Okay, for the byte it was 0, short this was 0, for string it was null, and for boolean it was a false value. Okay, these are the default values. Okay. Okay, now I want to use this. Okay, I want to introduce regarding this keyword. Okay, what is the use of this means current. Okay, that means here you can see right there was an temp and I am going to have like y. Okay, here also I am going to have the same variable like int y equal to 20. That means whether the y is allowed or not here, it will be allowed because this is an global variable, this is a local variable, there is no conflict. But if I want to assign the value to the global variable, how can I do it? Okay, I can use like y equal to 13. If I give y equal to 30 means it will look for this local variable only. Okay, but I want to I want to assign the value to the global variable. Then how can I do it? With the help of this keyword I can assign the value to the global variable. Okay, if you are using this dot means then it will say that you are going to use the global variable y. so that if you are assigning also, it will be point to the global variable only. Okay, this is one current class level variables. Okay, the other word we call as a class level variable and method level variables, the other name. Okay, or else we call as an instance variable. Okay, what are the different names we can see for this one? It's a global variables, or we have instance variables, or class level variables. Okay, these are the names can be called. Okay, global level or instance variable or class level variables. These we called as in local variables or method level variables. Okay, like this. Okay, this is this keyword is going to be used to assign the value to the global. Okay, got it right. And now we are going to see the typecasting. Okay, in primitive type. Okay, what is typecasting? The name itself, type means data type, casting means converting. Okay, that means here you can see, right, there is an integer. Okay, two type, but what are the different type of integer? Okay, data types you can see it. Byte is a one thing. Okay, short int. Okay, long, double. Okay, these are the different integer types. Okay, in the same way we have like okay, the same type. Now what happened, right, this is going to hold the smaller value, that means 256 I think so. This is hold some bigger value. Okay, this complete it's a data type, and it is going to hold like 4 bits of data. It is of 8 bits, 6 bits or 8 bits, the same. Okay, now what happened, right, when I want to convert typing cat type, I'm going to modify this typecasting. Then how can I do it? Okay, means suppose I'm going to use like byte x equal to 100. Okay, that means what is the range of this one? We can hold up to 256. Okay, if you are giving 257 means then it will go into a negative version. Okay, so that 100 is we can able to hold. Now what happened, right, I'm going to give like int k equal to x. Okay, here you can see, right, this was a byte type, but here I'm going to holding the value inside integer type. Okay, this type of conversion will be allowed by the JVM. Okay, what type of casting we call as an implicit casting. Casting. Okay, and if you are going to implicit means by default JVM is going to do the casting. Okay, what happened, right, it was a small value, int is a larger value, it can hold up to some range. Okay, bigger than this, so that the small value can be fitted in this bigger range. Okay, so that if you are trying to do it in a reverse format, example int j equal to okay 10. Okay, and I want to give us byte equal to byte h equal to I want to give j, then this type of conversion, okay, it will not allow, because JVM think that j will hold the larger value compared to the byte, so that the larger value cannot be fit in the byte variable. Okay, that's what the JVM think, but we know this was a smaller value. Okay, this can be fitted in the this byte. So that what we are going to say means we need to strictly say to the JVM, that is my problem, I can handle, please convert the value, convert the data type like this. We can give like byte over here, so that it will be converted. Okay, it will tell to the
Sorry to
JVM.
interrupt you, sir, but I'm not getting this. Can you please repeat?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, this typecasting.
Typecasting.
Like
Okay.
why we are using bytex, bytex.
Yeah, yeah. Here you can see, right, if I remove this, okay, it will give a compiled error here. Okay, I will take you to the Eclipse, then you will be aware about this one. Okay, here it is, there is no issue. When I'm going to convert this 10, okay, what is the range of this one is bigger than 256. That means it will hold around something like range is bigger. Okay, here you can see, right, what is the range is 1 lakh number can be stored, but what the value we are going to store it is 10. Okay, that is fine, it we can hold. But what happened, right, this j value I want to put it in a byte. Okay, because byte can hold only 256. Okay, but when I putting this j in the h, then it will give an what type of error, compile time error. Okay, saying that we are not able to fit this value because j will hold the larger value, byte will hold the smaller value. Okay, if you try to put the value inside this, you may lose your data. That means it thinking that I'm going to having the larger value, I'm putting the larger value in the smaller value, but it is not like that. I know that I'm going to putting only 10 as a smaller value into the byte, it can be hold. So that the compiler will say that I am not able to do that. If any data loss, I'm not bothered about that. That what it's saying. But what happened, right, we can explicitly here what the JVM is going to doing this implicitly, but I want to do explicitly. I need to say to the JVM that it is not losing any data. Okay, please convert the data into the byte. Like that, I'm going to specify the what type of I want to convert to. Okay, here it is a byte, so that I want to convert the value to the byte. Okay, this we called as typecasting. Okay, we'll see this typecasting and this keyboard. Okay, in the editor Eclipse. Yeah, byte is a data type only, but it will range is small. I will add all the data types now. I create one more example called give an example. Okay, and now I'm going to first I will create an object. Okay, object means I'm going to create a main method where the code is going to be executed from here. Okay, and okay, and I'm going to have like I can give as a string name equal to ABC. Okay, and inside that I'm going to use the same thing, string name equal to XYZ. Okay, if now, oh no, it will not come here. I'll create an object first, then after we can access this. Okay, there is a static and non-static. Some issue will be there. I will tell you that. I'll create an object. This is the way we can create an object. Okay, I'm going to create one class. Sorry, method called as an method or something. Print or print variable. Okay, this was a method I'm going to use. Okay, what is the method return type I'm going to take? It's void. Okay, this I'm going to call. Just okay, this is the way we are going to create the object. Okay, object creation means this was a class name we need to. This was a reference, like we are going to give string name, right? In the same way, this is called as an object reference. Okay, this was a new keyword. We are going to creating a new object. This was called as a constructor. Okay, it is going to create an object. Okay, this object is going to be assigned to this variable. Okay, in this variable we have the information of the what are the methods are going to be there in the particular class, so that I'm going to call this internal methods with the help of this reference, so that it will be invokes this method by the JVM. Okay, and from here I will show you the example string name equal to XYZ. Okay, if I give the sys out, okay, if I'm going to give the name, then what will be printing out means this value will be printing out. Okay, XYZ, right? You can give it as an local variable. Okay, if I want to access the global variable, then how can I do it? Global variable, then I need to use this keyword, this dot. Okay, if I'm going to use this dot means it will point to the global. If I run this code, you can see, right, the local variable is going to give XYZ and the global variable giving ABC. Now I want to modify the local variable value should be added to the global. Then how can I do it here? This dot name equal to name. Okay, now previously it was giving us what I will do, I will print this statement on the above. Okay, above this line. Now previously it was giving us some default value. Now we are going to modify the value of this global. Then we can see the local variable and this one. Okay, I'm running the code. Okay, here you can see, right, previously it was ABC. Now the local variable was this one, and we have reassigned the local variable to global variable value. Then it is going to update it like this. Okay, this is the use of this keyword for the variable level. Okay, we can use for method level also, that I will tell you later. Okay, and what we are discussing apart from this, we are going to use the casting, right? Okay, okay, wide I can give like casting example. Okay, now what I will do, I will comment this one. Okay, we have comments in Java. If I don't want to execute this line of code, then I can give this single line comments. Okay, there is a double multi-line comments. If I want to use this one, star, and go to the line, you can give again star and slash. Okay, this we are going to comment the block. Okay, this we called as a single line comment, this is called a multi-line comment. Okay, and here what I'm going to do means I'm going to call this casting obj dot casting example. Okay, what is casting example? Actually we discussed. Thanks. Okay, now casting example. What is the use of casting? We already said, right? Suppose I want to write like a different type of byte. Okay, byte I can give as id equal to something like 1 to 1. Okay, change it to enter. Oh. Okay, and then after I'm going to use like int. Okay, I can give as an int id. Suppose I can give like this byte id. Hello. Okay. Here you can see, right, int id. Okay, I can give some value to this. Okay, I'm going to assign this byte id. You can see, right, there was no issue for now. Okay, but if I'm going to do it in a reverse way, okay, int I can give us a number equal to something 100. Okay, and I'm going to use byte number equal to int number. Okay, now you can see, right, there was a compile time error. What it was saying, cannot convert the int to byte. Okay, here there is no conversion has been happened, but it is done by the JVM. But here the conversion is not happening. It is asking us to can we feed this value in the byte or not. Okay, for this reason I'm going to do the explicit casting like this. Sorry, byte. You can see, right, there was an issue has been gone out. But if I try to run the code, byte number engine like this. Okay, if I run the thing, it will give the same value only. There is no difference in the value. Okay, it was same. But if I try to increase the value of this one, 1000, actually you know that the int it can hold bigger value, but the byte is not capable to hold that value. Okay. So that if I try to run this code, then you can see in the below byte number, it will be the value is going to be modified. Okay, it is not giving as 100. You can see, right, it is going into the negative values. Okay, that was the issue with the byte, not byte, a typecasting. If you know the exact value what it is going to be stored, then you can use it out. Okay, suppose it was holding the 10 digit, then I'm going to convert. What is the use of conversion over here instead of this one? Okay, the thing is something like we can, okay, improve the memory. Okay, because it was taking as a 4 bytes, sorry, 4 bits. Okay, the byte is taking only 1 bit of memory, so that by conversion, okay, we can use of this memory, we can improve the memory. That is the one thing. And in going forward, typecasting is something like will be used for the class level as well, that we'll discuss later on. Okay, when it is in inheritance, we are going to use this casting everything. Any questions? Okay, I will share one document to you, you can go through that document. Okay, this one. Okay, these are the different type of keywords, we can see it out, 53 keywords. Okay, you can see, right, data types which we discussed today. It was an integer data type is byte, short, int, long, float, double. Okay, this was a range, you can see it was this 1 byte, 2 byte, 4 byte, 8, 4, 8, carries 2. Okay, like this is a range 128 to 127. Okay, okay, it was 32,768 range to this one range -2 plus. Okay, what is the default value of this one also, we can see it out, blank space for the character. Okay, and we have something like we called as an literals. Okay, literals. Okay, and this we called as an casting. Okay, just now we seen, right, byte to short, short to int, long, this is called as an uh, implicit casting done by the JVM. Okay, if you are going in the reverse format, then it is called as an explicit casting that we are going to do by the developer. Okay, tomorrow we'll see these arrays. Okay, and how we are going to create an array, or else I will show now itself. Okay, okay, dark methods. Okay, and we'll cover this okay, this is about the casting. Okay, we'll see arrays also now. Okay, we know that arrays and object also we can discuss right now. Okay, what is meant by array? The question number one. Okay, suppose here you can see, right, there's an int like marks. Okay, student marks, math is going to hold like 30 marks, int science is going to hold like 40 marks, something like this, int English is going to score as 50 marks. Okay, like this I'm going to have few more subject unit, and social is going to holding 45 marks. Okay, okay, these are the different type of marks. Okay, you can notice something here, we are going to using the same data type for all the variables. This is called a variable name. Okay, or else called as a literals also. Okay, which is going to hold the same type of data. Then there is a one way we can group the all the values into single type. That is called as an array. Okay, grouping of same data types. Okay, into a group. Okay, now what we can do as int, this one as given as marks, I can give like this 30, 40, 50 and 45. Got it right? Okay, this way we can assign into a single variable as a marks. Okay, these are added internally. Okay, the array has something like feature like it can group the same value, but how we can read the values? Okay, this is a way we can assign a value to this array. Okay, in this array there is an index. That means we have the indexes. It will start from the 0 and it will goes on. Okay, here you can see what is the length of this array. 1 2 3 4. Okay, but as per the places it will take like 0 to 3. Okay, the length is 4, but the range is 0 to 3. This was the range of an array. Okay, okay, and if you want to read the value from the array means, okay, or else I can give like math marks. Okay, I want to read it individually, then how can I go it? Okay, how can I pick read the value from this array? There is an called as an indexes, right? Array range we call as an index. Okay, that means what is the place index of this one? It is a starts with 0, therefore I can use like this. Okay, what is the variable of this one? This is the variable. Okay, I can use this one and I can give this square braces. I can give the index 0. Okay, we know that 0 to index is a marks, is math marks, so that I have written like this. If you run, okay, we are not calling this method so that it is not executing. Okay, if I run this code, some okay, we are getting as math is equal to 30, right? In the same way, this is what we called as an, if you want to read based on the index, we can read up to 0 to 3. If I try to get the index of 4, then it will give some error. Okay, JVM will handle that error. What this array index out of bounds exception of 4? That means you can see the length is 4, but I'm trying to pick the length of 4. There is showing that there is no. Okay, got it right? Good morning. Class 5 minutes to call this. Right. Okay, okay, bye. Why we are using friend of? Yeah, any questions? I'm not able to figure out what was the doubt over here. Why you are using the void in front of print var? Okay, okay, got it. Okay, why we are using this void? Void is one of the keyword. It is called as a return keyword, which is not giving anything. Okay, that means the method signature is something like this. Okay, initially we go through this void and everything. Okay, what is the thing is, it's a return type. We need to write as a return type void. Okay, this we called as a method name. Okay, this we called as an argument, but for now we have not added any arguments. Okay, and this we called as an arguments. Okay, and apart from this we have one more thing called as a few more keywords will become here, a public static. Okay, public static or public anything that we called as an access modifiers. Okay, by default if you are not providing any modifier over here, it will take as a default like this. Okay, this was a default keyword will be appended here, but default is not allowed here to write it. Okay, instead of this default we can have like public. Okay, this we call as an access modifiers. Okay, and okay, that's it. Any questions? Okay, this is about internal things. Okay, we'll discuss regarding what is public. Okay, what is static in the tomorrow's class. If you want to structure your method means this was the thing. Okay, public void, this was a returning nothing. If you want to return any value, suppose this method I want to return some integer type of data, then I can give as a return, then I can give as an marks. Okay, as a returning something like this. Then what is the expected return type over here? This is the type. Okay, there is no compile time error, you can see it out. But in my case I don't want to return any value. Okay, therefore I am removing this. If you are writing return over here but you are not returning anything, then it will give a compile time error. The method is expecting a return value. Okay, if you don't want to return any value for your method, you can give it simply void. That means void is a keyword which is going to return nothing. Okay, okay, this was the thing. Okay, and here we are going to see how we are going to create the object. Okay, with the help of the new keyword we are going to create the object, right? That means what is meant by object? It is going to have some space in the memory. Okay, it is going to allocate some memory for your operations. Operations means what we are going to do, some execution or something like this. Okay, here this is the way we can assign value to an array. First we can declare the array, then we can assign the values. This is also allowed. I can give as an int number. Okay, and I'm going to give as a new keyword, and int I want to give as a size of 10. Okay, this we called as an giving the size. Okay, here what is the length? Here 4. In the same way here the length I given as a size of 10, but what is the range of this one? It is going to go 0 to 9. This was the range. Okay, if I want to insert any value in the indexes, then I can use like a number. Okay, I can give like this. I want to insert in the fifth index. I want to add some value like number, right? I can give 500. Okay, now I'm going to add it. Okay, in the index of pi I have added. Okay, now I'm trying to reading the value. Okay, if you are not assigning the value, therefore it will be default values will be handling. Mhm. Okay, this was giving an error. We'll comment this one. You can see that we have not assigned any value to the index of 4, but it was giving as a default value as 0. Okay, here you can see that for the y we have added the value, so that it is giving as a 500. Okay, the same way we can create multiple different arrays. We can use the int or string or char or anything. Okay, any doubts for now today? We can wind for today and we can connect tomorrow. If you have any questions, means let me know. Hello.